Hi, welcome to Midnight Wolf Collectibles. Today I want to talk about some of my eBay selling strategies, okay? First of all, if you are new to selling cards or collectibles on anything really, if you're selling anything on eBay, I recommend checking out Ty Wilson. Um, he is on YouTube. Watch his videos, he has some excellent strategies. I've been following a lot of what he says to do, and I have had some success. I'm just 4 months into doing this, and I've sold 329 cards on eBay so far. Now, that may not be much. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I've done just under $2,000 in sales, so I think starting off that's pretty fair. And I don't really have that great of an inventory. I just don't. Most of my stuff is old. Most of what I'm selling is Magic the Gathering cards. That's where a lot of my business has been. Although I would rather do sports cards, that's where my interest more lies. It's just that's not what I have the inventory for at this moment. Um, I do have some good sports cards, but I have sent several orders off to grade, and I'm just kind of waiting for those to come back. Maybe they'll be back in a couple years. I don't know. It takes a long time. But we'll see. Once those start coming in, hopefully things will pick up even more. But I want to talk about kind of what some of my strategies are. And when I sell, I mean, I am on it every single day, making sure that I have listings going live every night. I think that is the key. I'm not 100% sure on the intricacies of the algorithms on eBay, but I've been trying different things. And recently, last weekend was the first day I did not have a sale. It was last Saturday. I did not have a sale, not one sale. And so it kind of freaked me out. I've been trying a few different strategies, but that's my first non sale day since the first or second week that I started selling. I've always sold at least one card. So what I do every day is I put 7 cards live on eBay, and typically they go live every night. I've been trying different times to see what works best for me, and maximizing those sales. And right now at this moment, what I do is I have 5 buy it nows go live. 3 of these buy it nows will be Magic cards because that's what sells the most. And then I have 2 sports cards that go. And then I also do one auction that starts every night for a Magic card, and one auction that starts every night for a sports card. My strategies on picking those auctions, it's usually with the sports card, I try to pick someone who is in high demand. Like right now, Shohei Ohtani, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Those guys I know that are going to sell, even though I don't have, really expensive cards for those guys, at least not anymore. I do have some Otanis grading, but most of them are base. And, I'm not going to make a whole lot on them, if anything. But I do think it gets people accessing my store on eBay. They go to Midnight Wolf Collectibles and they see other things I have. And I've the last 2 weeks I've tried doing no auctions to see what happens, and my sales have plummeted. Very little interaction with my store, so I went back to offering auctions every night. So we'll see. Hopefully things pick back up, and I think auctions really do help with that, and getting other viewers into what product you have. Since I've started, I'll be honest, I've mostly met with a lot of failures. I don't think I've made a lot of money on new things I've purchased. For instance, on Whatnot, just last week or a week or two ago, I bought this Shohei Ohtani refractor. All right. There you go. I bought that guy. He's up on my store now. I'm going to lose money on that thing. I way overpaid on Whatnot for that card without thinking. It was in the middle of an auction. It gets very exciting, and they were doing lots of Otani rookies. I didn't have the money to put into the rookies, but then sandwiched in between Otani rookies, that guy was in there, and I was like, choop, and went up to like $36 or $37 I ended up paying. I get on eBay, it's nowhere near that. Sometimes you're just going to have to take losses, and that hurts. I don't like doing that, but I kind of, it's trial and error. A lot of this is just trial and error. I've made a little bit on some of the magic cards, every now and then I'll find something where I'm just like, oh yeah, I found this one card that is in high demand, and it'll hit, and I'll make a little money there. So yeah, a lot of it's a lot of just feeling, what works for you, and learning from your mistakes. And I've already made quite a few on some of the things, on some of the cards I've bought. I'm having a hard time finding inventory that I can flip for profit. Bulk card buys that I've bought on eBay. A lot of the, I've bought some bulk parallels and autos and patches and numbered cards and stuff like that, but a lot of it has been picked through, and all that stuff that would sell individually it's not in there. And that's why it's being sold as bulk, is because whoever had it probably sold, individual cards and then couldn't sell those things and just wanted to get rid of it. And then I bought it, and now I'm just sitting with it like, no one wants it. I'll put it on eBay and no one wants it. So I'm trying, you got to learn the market and what it is that people are after. Another strategy I have, this has got me paying way more attention and close attention to sports. Who's hot? Who's doing well? Of course, Otani, everybody wants him right now. But, Yordan Alvarez is really heating up. So I'm trying to go through and find some of my Alvarez cards, see if they'll sell. NBA playoffs are starting. I'm trying to put playoff team top players out, like Anthony Edwards, some of those guys. And, just kind of see what happened. I'm not selling a lot of sports. I wish I was. But, yeah, but it's fun. It's worth it. It's worth it. Another strategy tonight is the NFL draft. So a few months ago, I think right when I started doing this, or maybe it was in February, either January or February, I bought 3 cards from of players who are projected to go high in the draft, and I'm just like, I'm gonna hang on to them. All right, and I think I've spent it was less than $20 for the 3 of them. It may have been around 20 once you add all 3 of them together. I'd have to look, but I got this Carnell Tate card, and this Reuben Bain Jr., which is numbered, and a Jeremiah Love, also numbered. So those 3 guys. And so I put those at auction for Sunday night. And they started this past Sunday night, and started them at $1 auction, and just going to let it roll for 7 days until next Sunday night. So tonight's the draft. All 3 of those guys I expect will probably get drafted in the first round. And so we'll see what happens. The bids, I've already got bids on all 3 of them, although they're not to where I'll make a profit yet. But, a lot of that will come down, I think, to the last minutes on Sunday evening, whenever that auction ends. And hopefully tonight, when the draft happens, that's going to trigger some more bids on these 3 guys. So we'll see. It's just trial and error. I'm just trying to, you just kind of got to do things and see how it works. And at least I do. I have to do that, see how it works for myself. So that's it for today. Hopefully, maybe I'll get back on here and let you know how how those 3 cards went in the draft, and or after the draft, how they sold, and if I made any money or not. So thank you for watching, and you all have a blessed day.